Hello?
Hello? Sumire, it's me.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Huh? You know who I am. It's me, your sister-in-law, Seiko.
What? How did you get my phone number?
More importantly, won't you take care of my mother?
Huh?
Ever since you and Yoshikazu left, what was it called? Menopause syndrome? She's been so irritated that she's even started taking it out on me.
Huh.
Well then, I'll leave her in your hands.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. My name is Sumire, and I'm a 31-year-old housewife. I met my husband Yoshikazu after a citywide matchmaking party to meet me, and we hit it off immediately. We got married after dating for 6 months, and I finally became a full-time housewife, which was my dream. I was living in Yoshikazu's house until we had enough money to buy our own house, but...
Sumire, it's still dirty over there.
Yes, ma'am.
What have young people become these days? I mean, honestly.
I ended up getting so stressed about the typical problem involving mothers and daughters-in-law.
When I was your age, I worked really hard to raise 2 children, you know?
Huh.
And yet you don't even work and you call yourself a full-time housewife, despite the fact you're not even good at doing housework. I don't understand why you're even here, to be honest.
Wow, talking like Machine Gun at Mach 8.
Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Do everything now. We'll begin to prepare dinner in 30 minutes, okay? Since you married into our family, I want you to become the ideal full-time housewife after all.
The bullying never showed any promise of ending, and every day was like this. But it would still be better if it's just my mother-in-law. The problem is
dinner ready yet?
Oh, Psycho, welcome home. It's not ready yet, actually.
Again? Dinner has never been ready by the time I got home, you know?
I'm sorry, ma'am. This woman, Yoshikazu's sister, Psycho, she always said mean things to me, taking advantage of the fact I can't talk back at her strongly.
You always just stay at home and sleep away the day, so you better start giving us back a little bit, right?
I agree. She still has a lot to learn.
I'll make it right away, so please wait for a few moments.
If you make me wait now, my favorite sitcom will be over, won't it? I'm going to eat out today, so you need not bother.
What are you going to eat today?
Maybe a steak or something. Oh, but I wonder if I had money in my wallet.
Now. I'll give you some money just in case. Here you go.
Yay! Thank you.
Mrs. Sasaki is extremely sweet to Psycho. If she needed money, she'd give it to her right away, and if she asked for it, she'd buy her anything.
What are you looking at? You may go on preparing dinner, Sumire.
Well then, I'll be off.
Seriously, how in the world did Yoshikazu ever decide to marry you, of all people?
He has no eye for women either.
I wonder who he takes after.
And surprisingly, these people are also very rude to Yoshikazu. Yes, indeed, and one such incident occurred right after we got married.
This is Sumire, guys.
I'm Sumire. Nice to meet you, ladies.
Wait, this is your wife? She's not that impressive.
Seiko, come on, that's a little overboard.
Well, knowing you, our expectations were low. But weren't there any better women out there?
What?
You still don't know anything about Sumire, do you? I've decided to spend the rest of my life with her, so please support my decision, at least a little.
I see.
Oh, by the way, can I order anything here?
No, I reserved a course meal.
But you're paying, so it's okay if I add something more, right? Let me eat what I like. Excuse me.
These people had absolutely zero common sense, and it shocked me to my core. They completely trashed the wife-to-be that their son brought home, and then humiliated Yoshikazu at the restaurant he had booked. Normally, at this point, anyone would wonder if they should go through with getting married. But then they said something even more surprising to me. You want to live at your parents' house for a year?
Yeah, I think we'll have enough money to buy my own house in a little while.
I know I shouldn't say this, but I don't think I could handle living with such crazy people, honey. To be honest, I even wondered for a moment whether I should marry you or not, you know?
I understand what you're saying, honey, but my parents' house is big, and I think it's better than just renting a random house.
Of course, having our own house is a dream come true.
And also, I want to cut ties with that family of banshees.
What?
Ever since I was little, my mother was only kind to my sister and didn't do anything for me at all. My sister doesn't have a decent job and just gallivants around, and the reason is that Mom just gives her whatever she wants.
Oh, Yoshikazu.
And I think we'll still be attacked even if we lived in a penthouse for a year.
You're right.
Rather than just renting an apartment for a year and paying unnecessary money, I think it would be more efficient to put up with it at home for a year. Of course, I'll do my best to help you during that time, and if I think you've reached your limit, I'll rent an apartment for us for the rest of the year. So...
I understand. If Yoshikazu says so, I'll try my best too. I'll do my absolute darndest to save money faster than a year. You see, Yoshikazu was so serious about this decision that I ended up nodding yes. To be honest though, I regret it a little.
I'm home!
Uh-huh. The husband has come home.
Welcome home, honey.
Good to be back. Is there anything that's been bothering you?
Same old, same old.
Ah, I see.
By the way, this means that the bullying from the mother and sister-in-law was as bad as usual.
Enough public displays of affection, punks. Do that on your own time. Shoo! Shoo!
Hey, I expect some respect from everyone around here.
If you're so passionate about it, then how about you give me a grandchild to behold soon, huh? I hope to see 1 or 2 within a year.
We'll do our best. I'm going to go on making dinner now, so please wait a little longer.
Got it. Then I'm gonna take a bath first.
Mrs. Sasaki and Saiko were annoying as hell, but I thought I could just be patient for a little while longer and live in a house as a married couple without anyone else. But then, something huge happened. What? Is it difficult to get pregnant?
Can't we do anything about it, Doctor?
It's not like irregular periods or anything like that. Ever since we got married, we were trying to get pregnant, but there was no sign of ever conceiving. We were worried and went to the obstetrics and gynecology clinic, where the truth that we confronted slapped us both in the face.
We both have constitutions that make it difficult to conceive?
It turns out that both Yoshikazu and I had constitutions that made it difficult to have children. When we found out, we felt like the sky had darkened before our very eyes. Having children was what we wanted the most since we got married. What should we do from now on? I really wanted children.
But if we work hard and get treatment, one day it might be possible.
No way that'll happen. Both of us, Yoshikazu.
Yes, that's true.
I'm kind of tired now, honey.
For now, then, let's not tell Mom and Saeko about this. If they find out about this, they'll say all sorts of things to us yet again.
You're right. From that day on, my mood plummeted to rock bottom. I had no motivation to do anything, and this lethargic demeanor lasted days.
Are you listening to me, Sumire?
Well, yes, ma'am.
Only one yes is enough.
Yes, ma'am. And then the thing I was most afraid of occurred.
Hey, Sumire!
What was it, miss?
I saw it.
Saw what, miss?
The door to the room happened to be ajar, so I got curious and slipped inside.
You entered my room without my permission?
Then a piece of paper was lying on the floor, see?
Don't tell me.
So you can't have children, can you?
Why did you just enter my room without permission?
This is my home, so whatever I do is up to me.
That doesn't mean...
I wonder what my mother would say if she found out about this.
Ugh. And so in the end, Saiko found out that I couldn't get pregnant. And as expected, she ended up blabbing to her mother.
So, you can't have children? And you're still in your stupid training phase for becoming the ideal housewife. How much are you going to disappoint me, huh?
It's a hard reality to accept for me too, ma'am.
I'm sorry to say this, but could you just divorce Yoshikazu?
What?
I wanted to see my grandchildren. That's why I put up with you for so long.
Put up with me?
Of course! Why do you freaking think I allowed you to live under my roof in the first place? Because I wanted to see my grandchildren, of course.
What the?
Divorce him and leave this house right now.
No, please. This is also Yoshisaku's home, after all.
Oh dear, you made Mom angry, darling.
Ew, ugh.
I'm back. Sumire, are you okay?
Yoshikazu?
Hey, what did you do to Sumire?
I merely told her the truth, see?
Yes, that's right.
The truth?
Apparently, she can't have a child, can she?
What? How do you know?
I just happened to see it by chance, see?
Hey, Yoshikazu, I'm not saying anything bad, but just think of it as a filipiality and break up with her right away.
Don't be ridiculous. That's not something you guys can decide.
But you don't mean you don't want children, do you?
That's right. I want Mom to show to see her grandchildren's faces soon.
Sumire isn't the only one who can't have children.
What?
I also have a constitution that makes it hard for me to have children.
But that's a lie, right?
What? You too?
Then what are you going to do about a grandchild?
We're applying for adoption.
What? Even I was surprised by his words. He wanted a child of his own blood, after all. I had thought about adopting a child too, but it would cost money, so I couldn't bring myself to say it.
I believe that even if I'm not related to a child by blood, if the love is real, we can become a true family.
Yoshikazu, honey, I think so too.
What? You know I will not accept something like that, right?
For real? I wouldn't accept a child who's just some random brat from some farmhouse.
I refuse.
That's fine. No matter what we do, you won't accept it anyway. Sumire, let's go.
Okay. And so, we went forward with our plans to adopt, but because of our arguments with Mrs. Sasaki and Saiko, I'll be scared for the next day. That's what I thought, but...
Sumire!
What, honey?
Just get up, pack your things quickly, we're leaving.
Leaving?
Leaving this house.
What?
You're yelling.
But where are we going?
Actually, I thought this might happen, so I decided to rent a house.
Huh?
If we stay in this house, we'll be subject to constant, ceaseless abuse from those two banshees.
But are you okay with this? Our own home.
Of course! It's far more important to run away from here and live a relaxed life together, isn't it? I'm really sorry that I was too obsessed with building our own home and caused you so much stress. But thanks to that, we have a lump sum of money to move away somewhere else.
Got it. I'll get ready right away. Yoshikazu suggested that we run away in the middle of the night. Luckily, we didn't have any big luggage, so we packed as many important things and clothes as we could into suitcases and escaped from my in-laws' house. It was a 2-hour train ride from the house to an apartment in a place in a neighboring city.
It's a little small.
No. I'm very happy with just a house for the two of us. This is awesome.
I'm sorry, honey. If it was going to be like this, we should have done this from the beginning.
No worries, dear. We never thought they would be such terrible people. Anyway, and neither one of us could expect the issue with children to happen either.
From now on, we'll live life well together, the two of us.
It's different now, though, isn't it?
Just the three of us with our child.
That's right. And so we were able to get our peaceful life back.
I'll be off.
Have a nice day. Hey, Yuki, don't make a mess, darling. 3 years have passed since then. Soon after, we adopted a 1-year-old baby whose name is Yuki. He's just so cute, I could die every day. Okay then, let's start with the laundry. It's been so comfortable to live without any annoying abuse from my mother-in-law, and I've even started to enjoy housework recently by getting creative. Well, Yoshikazu did get promoted recently, and his career is soaring to new heights, so perhaps I enjoy the housework because of his buying a good vacuum cleaner and washing machine. I hope the weather will be nice today. However, from the invisible shadows of evil and wrongdoing, the devil's hands were doing their devious work. Hello?
Hello? Sumire, it's me!
I'm sorry, who is this?
It's me, your sister-in-law, Saiko!
What? How did you get my phone number? When we ran away, I had blocked all of their contacts and had my phone number changed. And everything.
It doesn't really matter, does it? More importantly, won't you take care of my mother?
Huh?
She's been so irritated that she's even started taking it out on me, you see?
Ha!
Family is supposed to help each other out, right? Well then, please take her under your wing.
What?
Sumire, you adopted a child, didn't you? Won't you take care of someone actually related to you too?
Why should I have to do that?
Which is more important, adoption or family? You should take in my mother as part of filial piety.
Absolutely not. Isn't it time for you, Miss Saiko, to repay your mother for all she's done for you?
Huh?
Tell me I'm wrong. Your little brother works hard in life, but you laze about and rely on your family's money to go off gallivanting every day, don't you? Don't you know who you owe it to for doing what you pleased all these years?
You little... Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to you, miss. Or do you actually not know whom I would be talking to you when you're the only one on the phone with me?
Don't you get carried away.
You're the one who's getting carried away. The hell you think I'll listen to whatever you tell me?
How dare you?
You do understand I can sue you anytime I want, right?
What?
All the nasty comments you directed at me, trespassing into my room and my belongings, we have all the evidence in the world against you. Oh, did you think we were just putting up with your BS without doing anything?
No, you're lying. Then why haven't you done anything until now?
It's obviously because we don't want to have anything to do with you two. We don't want to see your faces.
You goddamn blabbermouth. Well, whatever. Mom is already on her way there.
Huh?
Good luck.
Wait a second. This is a joke, right? I was absolutely dumbfounded when I got that phone call from Saiko. Won't you take care of my mother, you say? Truly, less common sense than a dead jellyfish. I don't know what to do. If I go out shopping and run into her, it will be a big problem. As I was thinking about what to do, pacing this way and that, the intercom rang.
Sumire, dear, it's me. Can you open the door?
Oh no, she really came. I'll just pretend I'm out. Oh, and maybe I ought to call the police. The intercom rang over and over again. At first she was polite, but she eventually started using rough language to get the door open.
Open the door! Who do you think I am?
And, without being able to stand it any longer, Yuki finally started crying. At that moment, I heard something snap in my head. That did it. I couldn't take it anymore. Shut up!
Ay!
Don't you think it's unreasonable to tell me to open the door early in the frickin' morning?
What? What a way to talk to a parent.
You only call yourself a parent when it's convenient. Not to mention the fact that you're not my mother in the first place. So could you please stop acting like you frickin' are my mother?
Huh?
I've been getting a lot of abuse from you and your god-awful daughter, knowing full well I would never retaliate. We have no room for such a person to live. Please leave before things get ugly.
Why? I came all the way here for you.
The hell? I was the one who told you to take you in, capiche?
Take me in? What do you mean by that?
Hold on, I just got a call from Psycho asking me to take you in, see?
What? She told me to go and check on you because you now have a child.
I see now.
What do you see? What do you mean?
I don't know, but she said you've been annoying her lately and she doesn't want to take care of you any longer. So she asked me to take you in.
What? You're lying. No way would Psycho say something like that.
Believe me, even I don't want to believe it, but it's true. You know that in your heart, don't you?
What the hell?
Excuse me, I received a report that there was a suspicious person making a fuss around these parts.
Who the hell are you? Wait, the police?
It's annoying when people make a fuss in front of my house. So I called the police, yes.
Anyway, please accompany me back to the station, ma'am.
Wait a minute. I'm this woman's mother. Remember this, bitch. I won't let this go unpunished.
And so my relationship with my in-laws ended surprisingly quickly. Yoshikazu came home in a panic after hearing what happened from the police, worried sick about me. When I told him I felt relieved that I'd been able to say what I wanted to say, he laughed instead.
But I'm glad nothing happened, honey.
I really did worry about what to do when she started banging on the front door.
Anyway, I guess the matter is settled, once and for all.
The scary one in all this is Psycho, though.
For real. I have a feeling she'll do something insane.
But Psycho's case was also settled pretty quickly. What? Your family home was sold?
That's right. Apparently, after Mom was released and returned home, Saeko was nowhere to be found.
Her stupidity never fails to surprise me.
And then she got caught up with a shady guy and got into a lot of debt. So she finally got into a dangerous situation and had no choice but to sell her family home.
Wait, so when she sent Miss Sasaki over here,
I guess she was just buying time. Well, her guy ran away from her in the end, and she ended up going back to Mom, and they're now living together in a rundown apartment. Maybe it's better that Mom has a pension.
wow, the very picture of hell.
They're always fighting and getting a flood of complaints from their neighbors, too.
I can just about imagine that.
I really don't want to think that my family is like that. Maybe we should hurry up and move to a better place. And also, we need to go to the city hall and get them to restrict access to our family register and address. I don't know how they found out this apartment's address, but we need to be careful. Should we also implement security measures?
Let's do whatever we can. We do have people we need to protect after all. A year later, after living life without incident, we were able to finally buy the house we had always wanted and move. We'd always thought about doing this, but we went through with temporary divorce and have Yoshikazu take my maiden name instead, and distance ourselves even more from our in-laws. There is no legal way to sever ties, and thus we thought this was the most effective way. I hope to continue living a happy life with my beloved husband Yoshikazu and our cutest son Yuki.